Hello my friends and welcome back. It's episode 34, the most important deployment phase that we will ever have to deal with. Now, I've done a bit of math. There's 1,400 prestige in the turn counter. Plus, if you presume that all of these are worth 75, which I don't think that they're worth 75, to be honest. It would seem a bit odd to me. But if you count them all as being worth 75 each, they come to 3,000. Which means that there is 4,400 minimum on the board. We can totally reach for that 10,000 goal. Plus, if we, feed enemies to the surrender tank, i.e. this one, then we might be able to make a great deal more money. Right. Let's carefully review how much elite reinforcements we want to use. Now, we could sell units as well towards the end if we're desperate. I'm hoping that that will not be a thing. What I want to do more than anything is I know that if I elite reinforce everything, I've got about 5,000 prestige left. And that means with enough overruns, I should be able to do it, even without sacrificing any experience points. With two 0-slot heroes in attendance, providing me with 22 extra slots worth of power, I know I'm massively over strength anyway. I want to start up here, push across here, and then just literally wail my way down the whole place, from top to bottom, as just like a rolling dervish of death. And while I'm doing that, the Uber flame tank, I want to get it really powerful so that it can just delete infantry for me, while the surrender tank, grand theft tank, scores all the kills for me. I'd be very tempted to actually give this the close defense perk, so it can actually poke enemy units. It's probably new gear, but I can't really afford to buy it if I'm going to succeed here. Is this a new recon car? New recon car, new artillery, new cheap Panzer I'm not interested in. Alright, I wouldn't say there's anything super exciting here. Wouldn't that be fun? Funny part is, with the 0 slots guy, I can actually afford that. Okay. So. First Pioneer. Man, they're so close to leveling up. Do you know what? I really don't want to lose the experience. I think we can still pull this off. The infantry is really hard to drag up, and every star is going to actually matter. Woof! What a massive loss this would be. One thing you can do is you can actually change the overstrength level as well to repair partially elite replace. Do you know what? I feel like doing anything but elite replacements is just going to result in casualties. More casualties, as it were. Do you know what? This unit doesn't have the experience to actually, for it to matter, so let's go with standard replacements for that one. If there was ever a time to not take elite replacements, now is it, but I'm not concerned. The thing is, being elite actually reduces the casualties you take as well, so... yeah... Alright, I need 6,000. We know that there's 4,500 on the board. So as long as I don't do any in-mission replacements, I should be good to go. I'll leave a few core... I won't buy any new units, I'll just leave things as they are. The key is going to be finding juicy targets to feed to my surrender tank, basically. And I am presuming that all of these cities are only worth 75, which they might not be. They might be worth more. There's no way to actually... Oh, there we go. 100, so they're 150 each. Ah, we can do the math. Wait, are they all 100? Is every tile 100? Okay, that airfield is 50. Alright, let's count them then. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26, and the other ones would have come up to 30, because that's what I worked out previously. So 26, 2,600, and then an extra 50%, which would be 1,300. So there's 4,000. There's basically 4,000 there. Plus the 1,400 for prestige. So I actually don't really need to steal a lot of units to actually make it. Okay. I have to defend this airport because it's the only airport for 1,000,000 miles. I have to push here and take this airport. I have to keep this airport, take this airport, and then push up and then push down. Let's keep these two together, shall we? One tank to power up and become my infantry slaying monster. The other to steal money wherever it can. How much is it to actually over-strengthen this? It's quite expensive, actually. Over-strengthening fighters is pretty cheap. I'm actually going to over-strengthen my fighters a little bit because they will pay me back in keeping the wretched flying menace off of my back. Yeah, let's do it. Let's over-strength the fighters. I feel like it's a small price to pay to actually get what I need here. So, with so much money on the board, I actually feel like we can thieve our way to victory here. We just got to be careful. Oh. This is actually the thief tank here. That one's in the wrong place. I need to secure this area and push across, but I only want my units in 2 sets. I'm not sure I want to deploy anything up here, to be honest. But then again, I don't want to go too far down this way either. I couldn't care less about being down here. This is where we're going to go later. Alright, we'll deploy up here and I'll just move them down. Got the perfect number of craft. Let's hope I don't need to sell anything to make my 10,000 objective, but I think that we can thieve our way to victory. I think that with 5,400 on the board, roughly, I only need to get a few surrenders and I'm good to go. I could have saved money by not running elite replacements, but it's only going to cause me to take damage that I'm going to have to deal with later down the line. 35 turns, we have a lot of time. Okay. Right, this will have to do. This is the deployment I'm going for. Let's see if it works out. In fact, before we see if it works out, let's oh, that's why. I was going to say I usually intersperse my infantry in my vehicles, but that's not a core unit, that's why I can't do anything with it. Okay. Alright. That's it. It's just a short one for this deployment, but I wanted to keep the deployment separate, go over my thoughts on it. At the end of the day, I decided not to sack my experience points to try and save money. It's just not worth it. I might have saved about 1,000, but I probably would have taken it back in extra casualties and all the rest of it over the course of the campaign anyway. And I think it's possible to hit the 10,000 objective if we play our cards right on this mission. So that's it. I hope that those of you who enjoyed the deployment episodes that you've enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time for the first episode in what might be a long series. I will see you then.